Here I have some nice and long bananas, and I want to extract some DNA from them. Now, this might seem all complicated, but in reality, it's actually pretty easy. Now, all you're going to need is table salt, aka sodium chloride, or whatever you want to call it, dish soap, and a little bit of isopropyl alcohol, or isopropanol. Okay, so first I add about 85 milliliters of isopropanol to a beaker. And now I'll put the isopropanol in the freezer temporarily. Then to another beaker, I add 150 milliliters of water. To the water, I'm going to add an arbitrary amount of dish soap. Just try to get at least a little bit at the bottom. Then I add a little bit of salt, varying from 1 to 6 grams. Then I'll just stir the solution. And now I have a DNA extraction solution. Now I transfer the bananas to a bag to crush them. There's three main things we're looking at in the banana cells, and that's the cell wall, the cell membrane, and the nucleus, which contains the DNA. This crushing step is done to destroy the cell wall and expose as much of the membrane as possible. Okay, so now I'm going to add the extraction solution, and I have to be careful not to spill any. Now we just have to mix the solution thoroughly and try to squish some of the banana pieces that are still not broken up. So what's happening here is the soap is weakening the cell membrane, and with further squishing, the contents of the cells are spilled out. And that includes the nucleus. And then the same thing happens with the nucleus, and the soap attacks it and weakens it, and then it releases the DNA. Now this is where the salt comes in. It separates the proteins from the DNA and gives us a cleaner product. And now we're just going to filter the solution. Now this step is really slow, and that's literally the reason I just don't like filtrations. Now it looked really fast on video, but in reality it took like literally 3 hours. I transferred it to another beaker because the 500 milliliter beaker was a little bit too big. And somehow there's chunks of banana in the solution. I don't know how that got through the filter, but I guess it's just chemistry. Okay, so now I get the ice-cold isopropanol solution from earlier, and I pour it in. Almost immediately, you can see a nice precipitate on the top, and that's our DNA. Okay, so now I'm just going to transfer some of the DNA to a storage bottle. Okay, so here's the final product, and it's a nice bottle of banana DNA. But in the video's title, I said I'm going to be tasting the DNA, so I dried a piece of DNA, and I'm going to taste it. Okay, so here I have a piece of the DNA I made, and I'm gonna taste it, and I'll see if I turn into a banana human. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Ugh. Tastes pretty much like nothing. The texture feels like a marshmallow, a slippery marshmallow. And as you can see, I'm fine because the DNA can't just get in my cells because there's no way. Because I ate it, and if it goes through my system, pretty much it'll just come back out and all good. It's not going to turn me into a freaking banana human. Anyways, thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, and if you want more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. Let's get to 1K subscribers.